Hi guys, I'm getting ready to do another North Node reading. I've drawn the Taurus card, so we're going to do Taurus North Nodes. If you don't know your North Node, you're going to want to go look up your birth chart and find out your North Node. It is like the energy you're headed into or becoming more of throughout your lifetime, but I feel like you become more aware of that as you get older. It's like your destiny, it's your North Star. So this is for Taurus North Nodes. If you're watching this and you're a Taurus Ascendant, Moon, anything, you know, whatever planet it is, and something resonates, then I truly believe it's there for you. But I am setting my intentions for the North Node. There's just not a whole lot out there on North Node, like recent. And I just feel like, you know, when the energies are shifting and we're dealing with stuff in our lives, it's kind of important to not do things the way we used to do things, but do things the way that are in alignment with the energy we are coming into. So this is for Taurus North Nodes. And we got the Five of Swords. Oh, okay. There's a couple things to the Five of Swords. One, you may be right now either really like fighting tooth and nail for something that you believe in and something you want. And you may be even wondering if you're like, the thing with the Five of Swords is it's like you want to win. Like, it doesn't matter what happens. Now, you know, there are things in life, like, I feel like that, you know, it's like, I know people are going to get hurt. I know people are going to not understand, but this is still worth fighting for. But I mean, I hate that, but that is, you know, you could be really defending something or wanting something and just, this is also a cautionary card to me, warning against words that you say, things that you may do to try to like win an argument or try to get your point across. It could hurt people's feelings. It could really leave people feeling like people that you love and care about, even people that are close to you. I feel like this is a really kind of let's see, energy on. There's lots to it, but what I'm feeling with this is like, what do? I want to win this, but I know the only way to get, and it's not even about winning, but it is. It's about making a point or defending something or protecting something, and whether this is yourself or even just in I do see swords as like ego, the thought process, communication, maybe like being really blunt, you know. So the next card we're going to get, Taurus North Nodes, on this is what's the next steps to take if you're in this position or you're feeling this way, like kind of like you're in a lose-lose kind of situation, but it's like, I mean, somebody's going to come out ahead, but it's like, either way, it kind of stinks. Because stuff just isn't the way you would want it to be, probably. I mean, in the Five of Swords, I don't think it's ever a battle won without regrets. And maybe on both parts or all parts or whatever. But this is going to be like the next step you can take to kind of move more into this Taurus North Node. You could be any sun sign, really, dealing with this, but you are going to want to see what your North Node is. Let's see what the next step is here. Where do you begin here? Queen of Cups, and it is reversed. Whew, okay, so this, to me, coming out really strong reverse, and I felt it, is like emotional manipulation with the Five of Swords. I'm feeling like there's a manipulation here you need to look at. I don't know if this is a situation you're dealing with or you're doing this yourself and you could be withholding. That's kind of what I'm feeling, like withholding emotional support. We'll get more on this, but holding back emotionally or overreacting emotionally. And it could cause you to do some really kind of not very nice things to win a fight or an argument or try to come out ahead somewhere. This is the thing, the Seven of Crystals that you need to do to support yourself. This is reevaluation. This is looking at what has actually come of what you've been working on and what you've been doing and looking at it clearly and honestly and seeing if it's worth pursuing anymore, if it's worth fighting for anymore, if it's worth, if you are doing anything that's emotionally disruptive to others or yourself, or you're withholding your emotions and not expressing like love and also intuition. The Queen of Cups is also intuition. But I feel like this is kind of a, with the Five of Swords here, it's like the thing that you can do to support yourself is look at what's actually coming of it. Is anything actually coming of it? Or is it just kind of decide whether you want to keep going with this certain situation, if this is your certain situation. This is a lesson that's trying to be brought to you by the universe through the energy you're in right now. Taurus North Nodes. I have let's see, I have a feeling this has something to do with some kind of control of a situation. Okay, the Nine of Swords. So with this Queen of Cups and this Nine of Swords with this Five of Swords, oh, okay, so I feel like there's a lot of head stuff going on here, a lot of maybe paranoia, a lot of manipulation, a lot of self, like, insecurity. There's like insecurity really heavy here with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords. It's like a really, you need to release yourself from this. There's a huge, I feel like you need to kind of look at the situation and see what it is about your emotional responses and emotional tactics to get the things you want, how are influencing your mind. I don't feel like you're feeling good about this, Taurus North Nodes. I don't. I feel like that's why you're, the best way you can support yourself is to really look at it and see if this is, if all this worrying and maybe paranoia, maybe insecurity, maybe fighting for, like, standing your ground on something that's hurting somebody or people around you, could be even hurting yourself. And it's pretty heavy energy here. So you guys may be going through some pretty, I'm feeling like that self, almost like even just not being clear with yourself, not being honest with yourself about what it is you're trying to do here. Like, that's what I'm feeling. I do not love this energy. It's kind of a, oh, I'm stuck in my head, and I'm like, almost, this could be even blaming other people for maybe even choices you're making just to come out ahead, just to, like, you could, like, this is coming through like, whew, Taurus North Nodes. It's coming through like just really emotionally not stable. Now, I will say Tauruses, in general, are more, they want what they want, and they work hard for what they want, and they're hard workers. But there is an emotional instability kind of with them, I feel like. Just dealing with the emotions. Not so much, it's like, I feel like sometimes, there's something here. I'm going to pull one. This is how they're all coming together. Two crystals. This is also like, and it's reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to play like both sides of something, or do two things at once just to win, because if you go this way, you think you're going to lose. If you go this way, you think you're going to lose. And it's causing you to feel, or needing to reevaluate how you're doing this, because you may be just trying to play like two sides of something, or just so you don't lose. And it could really be causing a lot of instability. That's what I'm feeling. I am sorry for that. Don't kill the messenger, but this is what I am getting. And on the bottom, we got the Magician. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that manipulative, kind of trickster energy here. And not just that, but I'm also feeling like there's just an emotional, like, insecurity that's causes you to, like, maybe not look at how you're, it's like you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, but there is, you know, you can't keep doing this. There's something you need to kind of decide on, whether you're going to keep this up or not, whether you're going to keep doing this kind of pointless battle within and maybe outside of yourself. There's a very strong emotional, like, insecure, jealous, just there's a lot with the Queen of Cups that can be reversed. And it usually comes from, like, low self-worth and not feeling good about yourself. So you could be really needing to take a hard look at that. With the Nine of Swords here on this side, which is the lesson being taught to you. And it's that, you know, I feel like you're kind of doing this to yourself, and you're keeping yourself in a place of, like, high anxiety. Just, you need to release that. Like, whatever this is you're fighting with yourself about or around you about, it's just, I feel like that's why you need to take a good look at, like, see what's really coming of it. Like, is there anything good coming of it? And if it is worth, actually, what was on the bottom here? That Magician and the Ten of Crystals and the Eight of Crystals. I feel like you do see something here that is worth continuing or staying in, or continue to, we're going to get some oracles on this. This is actually, I'm not, like, absolutely sure, but it feels like the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups are, there could even be something here where you just feel bad about something and need to, a lot of the times with the Five of Swords, it can be like you need to maybe try to make amends and apologize for something too, to make peace with yourself about some kind of, you know, maybe some kind of emotional manipulation, or some kind of, something, you know. There's also that Two of Crystals reversed. It's like you did have a lot going on, but like you're gonna drop it, either whether by choice, you're gonna focus more on one thing and nurture what it is you want, not all these things. And there could be something here where it's like you're seeing that, and it's kind of got you in your head about, like, what you were really doing. Like, I feel like it feels like in the moment, maybe you made, or are making, or could make, maybe a bad decision. And I feel like, you know, with this next step being the Queen of Cups, this could be either with, there's just something here about insecurity, like fear, anxiety, maybe even guilt, shame, stuff like that. But I am going to get an oracles on this, and we're going to get a little more on this. Spirit, clear this up, please. This is kind of really even rough for me to, like, get here, but it says the Untamed. That's what flew out, you guys. The Untamed. I'm going to go ahead and read that. The Untamed. Because I am wanting some clarity on this. It feels pretty heavy. It really does. Feels like you need to step back and look and see what's actually happening here. Like, what's actually going on, what's actually growing, what's actually not working, what is working. We'll see here. We bring you the empowerment of the untamed. To be untamed is to be true to oneself without condition. It is freedom, but it is not always easy. There are many belief systems, some of which are considered to be essential and beyond question to mainstream human society, which would mark an untamed spirit as a mainstream human society, which would mark an untamed spirit as a dangerous and suspicious creature. That's what I am feeling too. So maybe it's not like as bad as it feels, but it's just looking like that. But you're really wanting to, like, be free, get out of something like that. But it's just, yeah, untamed. Yet to be untamed is the only way to discover who you are and live your divine destiny. Behind the clothing, the social masks, and the stories you tell yourself or that others tell you, there's a beautiful, wild, divine creature that wants out. Uncage that divinity and watch your wild beauty emerge as you and your world transform through raw grace. One of the most exciting, terrifying, liberating, and to those who live in fear, threatening thresholds you'll go through on your spiritual path is to unplug from mass conditioning. In the same way you may imagine a cult member having to deprogram their mind as they exit the cult and rejoin normal society. It's actually, you can have your freedom, but you'll need courage. You'll go through loss. Admittedly, maybe that's what I'm feeling, is like you're trying to hold on to two different things at the same time and only one fits into your world. So in the process, you may be actually hurting yourself or others that you're trying to hold on to that just don't belong. And it's like, that. I feel like maybe there's something else here that just doesn't belong. And, the result here is, there's a need to pick one thing that's good for you to work on here and put yourself into. And so, because this is exhausting. This is exhausting. This is exhausting energy, trying to keep this up, whatever this is. I don't know. It's emotionally exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. So it's time to sit back and really look at what's actually came out of it, and if it's worth continuing this exhausting. I feel like it's an exhausting, like, it's not even necessarily a fight. It's like trying to keep two things for yourself, or two worlds at once, and not being able to do that forever. I mean, you will eventually be strong enough to free yourself from the conditioning and belief systems that once hampered your heart and diminished your dreams. In due course, the deprogramming, and that could be this too, something that really, a situation you've dealt with or you're dealing with that kind of diminished your dreams and hurt your heart, has caused you to kind of, it's like you're coming out of that and trying to reintegrate into like normal, like that could be like where there was a situation here where it was like, you feel defeated and you feel like broke down, and now you can't like emotionally or mentally like move through like this feeling of, it's almost like I'm getting like that. Like I'll do pretty much anything to not feel like that again, or anything to not go through this again, or something. And even if it means I have to do like this and that at the same time, instead of just standing up for what it is that you want. That could be another message there. This is really confusing for me too, Taurus North Nodes. I am feeling this confusion. And you could be very confused. Not sure why I'm feeling so confused about this. There's probably just more to it that I just can't. Do not allow fear-based reality to temper your spirit. That's kind of like, out of fear, you may be thinking about making some decisions that aren't healthy for you, or aren't, in spirit saying, step back, evaluate what it is you've already done that didn't work, and make better choices, not from a fear-based place. Because if you were dealing with something like that was kind of emotionally and mentally kind of traumatic, or something where you feel like you got beat down, or you just something really hurt, or this is you actually thinking about like, yeah, this is going to hurt somebody or something like that. I really feel like it's asking you to not go, don't make any choices from a fear-based place. Release your fear, because it's actually emotionally like causing you to be, insecure and maybe jealous and maybe manipulative, really clingy, who knows, like, or really cold and detached. In due course, the deprogramming will shift to reprogramming. Instead of just fighting against what has been drummed into your body and mind through fear, you'll begin to feel free. You'll start to embrace new ideas, more loving realities, and put those new beliefs to the test. In time, you'll find not only a way to live that feels authentic to your wild divine nature, but connections with other souls who have gone through their own unplugging process, and with whom you will share a great love affair with life. Do not allow fear-based reality to temper your spirit, tame your heart, or dull your dreams. There are so many people who will tell you no, call you crazy, or say you are living in a dream world. That is what they need to believe, because you're increasing, you know, and that could be something too, where you're dealing with this kind of energy where it's like making you feel insecure about the dreams and the choices you want to make, so you aren't making them. So you're stuck in your head about making a choice for yourself. But it's saying, sit back and look at it. Are you just afraid that they aren't going to like you anymore, or that you aren't going to be accepted, or everybody's going to think you're crazy, or there's just something here. But it's causing you to make choices maybe that aren't in alignment and could be considered not genuine to somebody else in this situation, or family, or whatever situation, where they could go, well, that's not what you said, that's not how you acted, that's not what you did. And you're like, yeah, I know. Like, I know I was doing two things at once. I have my hands full here, and I don't know what choice to make, and I should have thought about this. I'm feeling like you need to think about something here. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see. Let's go to the next card, you guys. The next oracle, and see what else we can get here. The Untamed. If this isn't you, Taurus North Nodes, this could be somebody you're dealing with. It's just really heavy in your energy. But, you know, and take it as it fits, and don't take it at all if it's not yours. But I am feeling like there's just too much going back and forth and trying to play kind of both sides of the fence kind of energy here. Really, when you know which side of the fence I think deep down you want to be on. But maybe somebody's like, no, this is way better. And you're like, no, actually, I don't think so. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. Okay. We will read that, guys. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. Okay. Let's go ahead and read this. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. Divine feminine wisdom empowers you to grow into your vision, your dreams, and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Perhaps you envision a very different life for yourself to what you're experiencing now. That's what I'm feeling like. You're living one thing, you want another, and you're kind of maybe even not being honest with the people around you, or maybe not even being fully present in where you're at because you're elsewhere. And this can be looked at as manipulative, especially if you're just staying because, you know, it's not really where your heart wants to be. That's what I'm feeling like. You want to go somewhere else, do something else, and maybe it's just comfortable, or it's actually not comfortable because of this Nine of Swords. It's like, get out of this uncomfortable place and the only way you're going to do that's by like moving out of this like place where you feel like maybe emotionally just closed off, or even bad about yourself in a really deep way because you're where you're at and it's not where you want to be. So I think it's just saying, is this really what you want? Take a look at this. That's what I'm feeling. This wisdom reminds you that you can experience even the most extraordinary dreams as reality if you are willing to grow into what you desire. You could just be really stuck and not moving in the direction you want to move in, and you need to be courageous and do that. Surrender any plans about how you can best manifest your dreams, and instead allow life to guide and nourish you through your experiences each day. The universe supports your divine destiny and is helping you become all you are meant to be. When things are difficult and you are feeling doubt, when you feel the need to do something that scares you and challenges you at the depths of your being, you are experiencing growing pains. You could very well be experiencing this because there is something that wants freed here. There's something that wants to do something else than what is expected. And I feel like, you know, in that process, we become strategic or manipulative because we don't want to hurt people, but we're really hurting ourselves more than anything. And I think that's this Seven of Pentacles, is really Seven of Crystals is looking at that too. And asking you, who's really winning here? Like, you know, there's just something here that doesn't feel right. Right away. I mean, with this Five of Swords in the middle, it's just right now. And this is not the energy forever, you guys. This is just a North Node reading right now. This isn't where you're headed or anything. This is the energy you need to do to, you know, move into more of this Taurian energy, which is being like, I don't know if this is less emotional or more in touch with your emotions. And I feel like it's more in touch with your emotions and kind of releasing yourself from your mind a little to make that choice from a place that's joyful. What makes you happy? Promises that if you are willing to show up to your life each day and trust in the circumstances before you. She will guide you into the most beautiful divine destiny. It is safe to trust her. She wants for you only the best and most beautiful life journey, one perfectly suited for all that you are and all that you can be. Your heart beats in perfect rhythm with the heart of love at the center of the universe. Trust your heart and trust life. All is progressing beautifully, and you are guided even deeper into your divine fulfillment. Yeah, it just may feel like you can't win here either way, or you may just be feeling really defeated by a situation. We're going to read this weight. It's saying don't jump yet. I don't know what's going on here, and maybe that's part of this. You're waiting for something here. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world where an instant response is so often expected, and at times even a currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space, the rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance doesn't come at these extreme speeds, it can feel as though something's gone wrong. But often not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean wait. It's not time yet. The details are being woven. That could be why I'm not getting a huge message from this. There's something maybe you just don't know here. It's just saying pay attention to your own, tend to your own garden right now. Take care of yourself. I don't know what's going on here. It feels like it could be really sensitive and touchy subject or something, but I'm not getting a lot on it. So I don't know if your North Node's in Taurus. There's just something here that's... Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does always come. To remember that you don't need to solve all the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they'll be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. That's also this, getting a new perspective on what it is you're putting your energy into. The Nine of Swords, getting a good night's sleep, rest, maybe stop emotionally and mentally, like, going over and over again in your head about like how you're going to win this or what the results are going to be. That can be another really strong energy of the Five of Swords. It's wanting to know who wins, who loses. Do I come out ahead? Do I not? Because you're just too concerned about the results of something and not the feelings and the process of getting there. That's the closest I can get to what this is. This card probably says it best on what I'm kind of feeling here. There's definitely something here where it's like, you want it. Like there's something, the Five of Swords, it's like, it's a powerful card, actually. It's like, I will freaking take down whatever's in my way to get what I want. I will do whatever it takes to get what I want. Now, if that means I have to do 100 different things at once, if that means I have to, but Spirit's saying, slow down, stop, don't do any more right now. Just evaluate what you've already done. Look at that and see if that's maybe, and I'm feeling like that could be part of this kind of imbalance here with the emotions in the mind. Maybe you've already made some choices or not made some choices that you need to look at because you were trying to do too much at once, or because you're trying to not lose in a situation or not lose somebody or a job or something. It could be anything, you guys, but this card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and to trust the mystery of life, to trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you'd like. Yeah, don't rush things and don't manipulate or emotionally manipulate to have things go your way, because it's just not going to make you feel better about yourself. And it's going to, you need to rest here, and you need to rest your mind, because it's just really strategically thinking about how and what you need to do to somehow get where I feel like you are passionate about going. But Spirit's saying slow down. There's something here right where you're at, but you ain't taking in it's like almost like you're so focused on something else, you aren't even taking in what's there. You may not be present emotionally for what's happening right there, and there's actually wisdom to be gained from where you're at right here. So that's the biggest message I got for this reading, you guys. But if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you can ever imagine. Be more patient. Wait. Yeah, don't push anything. Don't fight for anything right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling, you guys. Like, I don't know what this is, but and if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, you guys. Don't put it where it doesn't belong. Because this is some pretty strong energy, but just be patient. There's something here happening. I think you're supposed to be looking at and maybe even taking care of. Portal, divine, cosmic. You know, this girl's getting ready to go through a portal too. There is something about, there's a time here. This could be to do with the planets, the alignment of the planets, because this is cosmic, divine, portal. Right now, it's just not a great time for the North Node Tauruses I'm reading for, but it's not like bad. Just don't make any choices during this time that you could regret later, or don't close yourself off to what's happening right now. If there is something calling you out, kind of that wild, untamed spirit that's up here, wait, there's a portal, or there's going to be a divine timeline to this where you can step through it and things are going to start really happening and you ain't going to have to force them, because I feel like there's been a little force done here. I feel like maybe you forced things a little and things may not be happening the way you want them to, and it's got you up in your head, and it's got you feeling insecure, and it's got you feeling like almost desperate, you know, is what I'm feeling. I mean, I hate using that, but that's what I'm feeling, like a desperation. And we got look. Portal, divine, cosmic, look. Secret. There may be something coming out here that makes this easier or clearer for you. There's something that's unknown here. We can't, like, seriously. Look. Secret. Yeah, there's something I can't tell you, but it's something good, I feel like. But there could also be something that's not. But there's just something coming out here in divine timing. And maybe not coming out. Maybe you're going into something and it's just unknown right now. And it's saying, wait, something's going to happen here that isn't, I feel like, can't be talked about right now. You can't mess with the natural order of things. And if we do know everything, when we don't know everything, even when you do like intuitive readings, if you don't know everything, you're going by just the energies you're picking up, the messages you're getting from the images, stuff like that. But there is something here, I feel like, that, you know, I'm even being told, like, hey, stop. The untamed, the feminine, the divine feminine, wait. This could very well be a strong message saying, hey, hold on, don't make any rash choices or decisions to move forward with something that could cause you to feel, you know, it's almost saying step back. You're almost too much in this, and take a look at something. Take a look at something. There's something you're almost too much in to look at, and something's happening here too, where I feel like you should just not be doing a lot right now. I feel like it's kind of a still time for you, Taurus North Node. So that's your reading. It did run a little longer. I am going to look on the bottom of this. This reading's got me curious. Power of the divine masculine. There's something, wisdom of the divine feminine and the power of the divine masculine. The doing, the protection, there's a lot to the divine masculine too. We got the divine feminine, divine masculine. The untamed. Something is happening here. Sacred revolution. The magician. Empathic starseed. And space. Yeah, like weird. There was a lot of cosmic stuff in here. I think something way, way bigger, like galactic, is going on here. There could be like something really big happening here, like a really important union or a really important decision that's maybe being made by, or needs to be looked at by you, like how you're going about there's something big happening here. I wish I could put more words behind what I'm feeling, but it's like a big choice, or it's like a turning point, a fork in the road, but it's like cosmic. It's like big. And this is a time when I feel like the universe is trying to make a gentle and graceful something happen here that's more graceful and more divine and more nice. where it's going to be more in alignment with you. But there is something going on here that's just not. And it's just saying sit back, water your own garden, take care of your stuff, and just wait. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't become, I don't know if this, this is like, where do you begin? And it's like Queen of Cups reversed. You could need to kind of emotionally step back from something with that. That's what and then the lesson, get rest. Don't overthink things. Don't do this to yourself. There's something, and that's what I want to say. Don't do this to yourself. Right now, I don't know I don't know who I'm talking to. And that's the only frustrating thing about doing this, you guys. It's like, man, if I had more, I just don't. There's some things I'm not supposed to have information on, and I don't get information on them, and I don't get, but this is a big message that something's coming up here. Just hold on, wait. I don't know what kind of decisions you're getting ready to make or you are making, but they might feel really, really big, and it could be maybe too impulsive or too harsh, or there's something going on here where you're going to get something wonderful, but you just got to wait and be patient. And I'm going to get one of these Journey of Love cards. I don't know. It's really probably one of my strangest North Node readings because it doesn't feel bad, but it feels like, it feels like grueling. If I was in that position, it's like, oh, Five of Swords, man. Like, I want what I want. And, if it, well, we got 3, the blood dance, coming together, and 3 to 1. Whoa. We're going to read these, you guys. Interesting. Okay. The blood dance, 42. Your guys' is going to be kind of long because I mean, I don't like leaving a reading like feeling confused, but this one is a little, there's mysteriousness to it. There's definitely a mystery to it. The heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action. And that's what I feel like. You desire something, but there's an action that could be just boiling up in you, and you just need to slow down here for a second. The movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away into the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is the human beings in relationships with each other, and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close. It's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center then, craving the feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance in life, and you are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow, it is easier to feel that divine presence than at other times, yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. You are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another. Like you want back into something or something, but there's something. And then we got the coming together card, you guys. Right after it, blood dance, then coming together, then 3 to 1. I almost feel like saying, hey, just zoom to the end of this reading, because the rest of it, I just don't know if anything could come out of it. But soon all connections shall return with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again in great life. Don't do anything harsh right now is what I'm trying to say. There's something coming together here, but it's in divine timing, not your timing. There's something going on here, some bigger lesson for somebody in the situation that it needs to happen. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's like a grace and like a protection to this. You and another soul are coming into each other's worlds. It is karmic destiny that is unfolding, an expression of a divine plan set in motion many lifetimes ago. That destiny may have a romantic purpose. It may have a sacredness that is sexual. It may have a sacredness that is creative, tender, about learning, self-esteem, or courage. It may bring a gift of enduring friendship and loyalty, or be an expression of a passing flash of divine force that shakes your foundations and helps move you out of a situation which would have consumed your light with tediousness and playing small. The coming together is happening, however. Know it is of love. You're going to be moved by love. Whether it is long-term or fast and furious, it is love that it has meaning. Let it be what it is, and do not try to force it to become what you think it must be. It has worth, as do you. Enjoy the experience and know it serves your growth. Two energy patterns came together, a shared frequency in a field of possibilities, and there was resonance. Something here. Then let me read this 3 to 1 here. 3, 2, 1. Like 3 to 1. 10. 3 to 1. There is a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, or a glimmer in your eye, soon to be. This child holds the key to fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. The child might be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It might be a symbolic birthing of a new self after a time of learning to bring male energies of protection and discernment together with female energies of filling and creativity, whether within yourself or in a relationship with another. The child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, a book, a new job, a completely renewed way of dealing with what was once a challenging issue, and so soon will not be an issue for you anymore. Just to name some examples, from masculine to feminine to child, there is just now one, a new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. New life is upon you now. You are being reborn, and you will give birth to what is meant for you this lifetime. There's no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. Love is what makes the heart beat faster, the lump in my throat, the feeling of missing you so much that I can't wait to be with you again. And then we are. I look into your eyes deeper, and I know the unspoken words that say I love you, and feel words in return. How short each lifetime seems, but what I feel with you lasts forever. May love be the compass that guides you on the course of a lifetime. Beauty. I don't know. There's just something really mysterious about your guys' reading. This reading was tremendously longer than I thought. I don't know what to tell you except for hold on, hold your horses, is the best message I got for that. Don't make any harsh, rash moves. Drop all and every thought you have of how to get something you want, because I feel like something's coming in. And it may be exactly what you want, only it needs to be, it's had to need changed. It needs, there's something or somebody or in the situation that is learning something, growing. I don't know. There's something here that's just beyond what I can even wrap my head around, because I feel like it is somebody's getting maybe some karma, some lessons, something, that they have to work through, but whether this is you or somebody else, or a situation just isn't right now, but it's saying don't move, because whatever it is kind of right in your energy. Like, I don't feel like it's going to be different though. There's something new coming in. Just right now, just don't make any rash decisions. I feel like, and don't become like super insecure or unstable in yourself. That's why that 7 of Pentacles or 7 of Crystals is there. Like, take care of what's there. Look at what you kind of got in front of you and see if you want to keep nurturing this or not. And I think through that, you're going to see something. You're going to look and you're going to find something. And it's going to help you kind of stop feeling torn between two worlds. That's what I'm feeling. So thank you for coming to your reading. I always appreciate your likes, your subscribes, and you coming to watch your video. Taurus, North Nodes, I don't know what to tell you about your reading. It's strange, but hey, I'm just reading him. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great day.